Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody come on in. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, it's 9:02. I'm late. I don't know why I'm late. I was here. Trying to work on being on time. What's up, Stephanie? Carlicia. Hey. Y'all come on in. What's up, brother Sean? As soon as we get up to 100 people, that's when we go. Ooh, could y'all hear that? Oh my God, I don't even know if that's healthy. So this is day 5. I've been pretty consistent. Is this really episode 5 of the Coffee Cup Chronicles? Today's Wednesday, so that means we would have started it on Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, that would be 5 days straight of Coffee Cup Chronicles. Or did I skip a day? Wait, yesterday, no, I started it on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I guess if that's the case, that's the case. Yes, Linda, always make it back from my workout. Thank goodness. Good morning, Tracy. I was in chef mode. I was in full chef mode about 20, 30 minutes ago. I made a breakfast sandwich, but I felt like it was going to be a little disruptive and maybe even rude, should I say, to be eating and smacking while we're having our coffee cup conversation. So I was like, let me eat and get that out the way. So I have some breakfast in my system after I just got back from the gym. So you guys don't have to deal with me smacking and eating. So, all right, we're getting close. We're at 96. Wait, 95. We went down. Somebody tapped out. All right, 94, we're going backwards. Okay, watch this. Back up to 95. We're starting out 99 and come on, 100. 100. All right, let's go. Beverly McLaughlin, I think you might have put us over the edge. Yes, we can start now. All rise. The Honorable Brahista Royale Watkins is overseeing this court session. And I charge all y'all guilty with not being way excited enough this morning. Who has their cup of coffee now? If we're having a Coffee Cup Chronicles conversation, then y'all need to, for real, have y'all's cup of coffee on deck and ready to go. Let me scratch. Oh, it's so good when you can scratch your own back. Can you get that spot down in the middle? Shout out to Kevin Hart. That's the old tour. What now? And I'm going to have to get a shirt for the new tour, Irresponsible. So, excuse me. I hate when I have to scratch my nose. It looks so nasty. Even if you just do this, it still looks gross. Please close. Is there a cabinet door open? All right, just for y'all. I will close the cabinet door. Just for y'all. Cabinet door closed. Morning. Good morning, Dawn. Thank you. She said, morning, King. Good Lord. Just made me feel so much better about my life. 122 people now in the building. Already 2 cups in. Okay. So let's start off first and foremost by introducing the coffee that I'm drinking for the day. So the coffee of the day, I am going with the Dunkin Donuts. Going with the Dunkin Donuts. What did they call this? The Dunkin Donuts blend. This is just their house brew or house blend from Dunkin Donuts with cream and sugar. This is a nod to my wife, April Watkins, who, is from New York originally, but grew up in Jersey. And I guess this Dunkin Donuts, cream and sugar used to be her thing. So then she turned me onto it. And I kind of let's get this first sip going. here's the thing. We're going to talk coffee for a second. Tanya Chris said, yuck to Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I would have to assume that you've had Dunkin' Donuts with cream and sugar and it does not meet your standard. Hey, Nikki Vasquez. I would say this, and this is what I'm going to start to do as a part of the Coffee Cup Chronicles. I'm actually going to, like I said, I'm going to introduce you all to new coffees. There has been a couple of people already who said, can I send you my coffee? So I'm having some coffee mailed to me. If you have a particular blend of coffee or brew of coffee that you would like for me to review, I will do it. All you have to do is inbox me and say, hey, Royale, this is a particular brand of coffee I like. Will you go and get this coffee and do a review of this coffee? And for the first few minutes of Coffee Cup Chronicles, we're just going to let the coffee sink in. Thank you, Carlisha. Everybody hit the share button and invite all these other people that are at work, not doing anything, to join the conversation. You know what's interesting about this why did I say Starbucks? I was in Dunkin' Donuts and said Starbucks to the Dunkin' Donuts lady. I was like, abort, get out, stop. But she was cool about it. The thing that, wait, you got to drink some coffee. Bustelo. You got to inbox. Oh, Valerie, you got to inbox me and put me up on it, or call me, Valerie, after we get off this and tell me what's really good. See, there they go. They saying, tell me, is that how you pronounce it? Bustelo? See, let me tell you guys something. And I apologize. Let me tell you all something, because you can't call women guys. It's not a cool thing to do. When I grew up, my dad, Ralph Watkins, Bustelo, got it. My dad, Ralph Watkins Sr., was a coffee drinker. Took his coffee black with 2 sugars. All right, black with 2 sugars. So just remember that. That's going to be very important for later on. Black with 2 sugars. What's up, Jarrell? And so that was a thing that got him going. And there was of my siblings, like my mom's thing was to make my dad's coffee. And I always watched as a kid, like, you know, some things you could teach kids, some things kids learn by observing. And, my cousin Clarence said the 7-Eleven got a hazelnut and blueberry mix. I'll have to try that. But I just observed and watched how my mom took care of my dad. And just a simple thing like getting his coffee for him. And it's like my dad only wanted at one point my mom to get his coffee because she knew how to make it and we didn't. But for us young cats trying to honor my dad and bring some value to his life, we used to be like, I'll make his coffee. Like that became a big thing. And so growing up, you know, it just became one of the things that I wanted to do was get my dad's coffee right, because I saw that as the starter fluid to him making it through his day and being able to create a living to take care of us so that the family could eat. And I saw him bust his ass to do that. So when I drink this coffee, it really is to my dad who's passed years ago. You know, it's a nod to him in a kind of way, because I've just started to appreciate coffee later in my life. But Coffee is one of those American kind of things, much like baseball and apple pie, that really becomes the connective tissue to a lot of things. And for me, it's becoming a connective tissue to some conversation with you all. There's so many of y'all, the 140 people that's on this live feed right now. I probably met maybe 2 or 3 of y'all in person, right? But the rest of y'all, I still feel a very strong connection to, like the people that I connect with when they inbox me and I respond to. There's been a few of you all that I've jumped on phone calls with. There's still a very strong connection. And so to me, I use the Coffee Cup Chronicles as a way to start the morning with a conversation that hopefully will be uplifting, that will hopefully be inspiring, that hopefully will add some value to your life. So, well, here's the thing. It's interesting. Like look, this, I'm doing my best, obviously, especially if April's not on the feed with me to read all of the comments. So Sarah Delgado, you said not American at all, super universal. Yes, people throughout the world drink coffee, but what I'm speaking to is an American experience where people get up in the morning and enjoy a cup of coffee together. And maybe, okay, to your point, maybe that's a universal experience that's bigger than just this country. So I won't knock you on that. I'll go with it. All right. Bustelo, is that what you're saying? Light and sweet with cinnamon? Is that what you're saying, Beverly Ely? So, to get back to this coffee, this review of this, let me give Dunkin Donuts, because I'm going to tag them. Maybe they'll cut a check and sponsor the Coffee Cup Chronicles. So, this Dunkin Donuts blend, this house blend, is let me get another. It's very interesting. I'll say this. It's not as robust, right? It's not as robust as some of the other coffees that I drink in the morning. And Tanya, you say, how would I rate this coffee? We're gonna come up with a coffee rating system. You all make the suggestion. How do you think? What kind of system should we rate the coffee on? We always do these things together, and it's worked so far. So I'm going to put it out there to y'all. I have an idea, but I want to see what you all have to say. I need a coffee of the week so we can have a better conversation. Cousin Clarence, that is a bomb-ass suggestion. So we will have a coffee of the week. And then what we'll do is I'll introduce the coffee of the week on Monday. So that way by Friday, we can make that the Friday conversation. I will say this. I'm trying my best to commit to doing this 5 days a week. It is going to be a little tough, but I'm going to do my best to stick with it. The worst case scenario, I'm going to try to do 3 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if that works for y'all. So, by cups, okay? By cups, Lisa Hicks suggested by cups. Do I use K-cups or old school coffee maker? I am big on French press coffee. I'm big on French press, but I'm going to have to get an old school coffee making machine. I'm not a fan of the Keurig machine or any of that process. It is, so Ravina said, a 1 to 5 cup rating. Okay. I'm not big on the Keurig machines. Back to daddy's black coffee, 2 sugars. Vivian, what does that mean? Help me understand that. I'm a little lost on that. So right now we have a cup system, which has been suggested. I like the cup system because what it suggests is the more number of, you can use your own coffee in the Keurig machine. Oh, 1 to 5 scale, Trina Glover. So let's do this very quickly so we can move through this conversation. I will give it a rating system of 1 to 5 cups. You're saying back to I'll get back to that. Thank you. I will give it a scale of 1 to 5 cups because if the coffee is good, then that means you'll want to drink more of it. So that means a rating of 1 cup means I'll only drink 1 cup of it. Valerie, right? That makes sense, doesn't it, Val? And if it's a 5 cup, there you go. Val has it at 5 cups, like being the best. The best is a 5 cup rating. So that being said, that will be our new rating system. We'll have a coffee of the week that I'll introduce on Mondays, and we'll have a coffee conversation on Fridays or whatever the last day of the week that I can do this. So 5 cups is the best. And a half a cup is like, the lowest I'll give it, I'll think is a half a cup. Or the worst will actually be poured out. Don't drink it. If you see me lean over to the sink and pour a cup out, that means it was not good at all. So today's cup is the house blend from Dunkin' Donuts. And let me give it another taste. The interesting thing about Willie J. Van, you picked it up, right? It's like the Source's 5 mic rating system. It's kind of where it all is coming from anyway. But about this house blend from Dunkin' Donuts, it's not bad. It's just it's not great. It's not robust. It just is coffee. So I'm going to give this Dunkin' Donuts house blend. Wow. And this is the very first. They say don't even bother. Wow. This is the very first one. This is crazy. So I don't want to be unfair to Dunkin' Donuts and their house blend. See, Tanya, you had this coffee before, and I completely agree with you. Tracy Nesbitt Hinton, Tracy, it is a 2 cup. I'm going to give it 2 cups. I'm going to give the Dunkin' Donuts house blend a 2 cup rating as our first Coffee Cup Chronicles coffee rating. I'm going to give it 2 cups because it does feel a little watery, which makes the coffee feel thin. And it just takes away from the robust nature of whatever the bean is. It feels like they're trying to stretch and get as much coffee out of, whatever their batch is that they possibly can. And to Deanna's point, it just doesn't taste strong. That's the thing. You want coffee that's strong and robust. I might have just ruined the check from Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, I agree with you, but I have to be true to what this is. And I think I'm going to give it. See, Clarence is saying 1 cup. It's the first one. So again, I don't have a lot of things to judge it against for right now. So reuse beans. Rashonda, what does that mean? Do they reuse the beans? 2 cups should be, it passes. It was good and served its purpose. Yes, Kalina, that's a good suggestion. 3 cups is like right in the middle. But this isn't, to me, this feels a little thin. The coffee feels watered down. 2 sounds good out of 5. 2 out of 5 sounds good. 2 cups out of 5 sounds good. Wow. Khadidra, what about Starbucks coffee? I'm not reviewing Starbucks right now. Don't take that the wrong way. I got to stay focused on, because when we have the Starbucks conversation, when I get a cup of Starbucks, then we'll have the the Starbucks conversation, and then, you know, hopefully you'll tune in for that. But I can't review them all right now. I'm telling you, Chris said Dunkin' Donuts is the White Castles of coffee. 2 out of 5, again, just think about what that represents. If you shot a basketball and had 5 chances to make it and you only made 2, what does that tell you? Right? You're below 50% for sure. You know what, Thaddeus? You make a good point, because you said it sounds like I wouldn't have a second cup of this. And so for that reason alone, that's the question, is like, would I have a second cup of this Starbucks coffee? I would drink it. I would finish this 1 cup. So, okay. So now I have to change it. Thanks for that, Thaddeus. This is a 1 cup. I'm going back to a cup and a half. A cup and a half. And I don't know how you do a half a cup. But I'm going to downgrade this to a cup and a half from 2 cups, to be fair. It's a cup and a half rating system for me. I mean, there's a cup and a half rating for me. Nah, it's 3? No, absolutely not 3. This is a cup and a half. All right. So whoever said, where's April? April does not appear. She's not a part of the Coffee Cup Chronicles. Now, she made a guest appearance, but that's about it. She's at work. So bingo. Thank you, Antoine Cates. Right there. Cup and a half rating system. The Dunkin' Donuts House Blend is a cup and a half rating for our first rating on the Coffee Cup Chronicles. Now, I'm already down to just below a half a cup. So it's a ghetto bird outside my suburban home, which is annoying me. You said that goes to check. We might have to, I just have to tell Dunkin' Donuts, look, it is what it is. Y'all get the coffee straight. Or they may say, hey, Royale, look, let us take another shot at this. Help us get it right and hire me as a brand ambassador, right? Which may be a bigger check. Tekawanda, I've tasted this Dunkin' Donuts House Blend before. So this is not like it's my first time having it. And it just, again, it's not my first time having it. So dark roast or nothing. Okay. Are you saying that Angela? Is it Angela? Oh, Angela. Boy, y'all with the spelling of these names. Angela, are you saying that for all coffee across the board? Everything dark roast for you? So, I'm going to finish this single cup. And Bad Batch, was it the same store? Yeah, I got it, Angela. I don't think this is a bad batch. Again, I've had this Dunkin' Donuts House Blend before, and it's consistent with what I've had before, so I know it's not a bad batch. Cafe du Monde. Okay, so this is what you all can do. Make it at home. It tastes better and not watered down. So, Clark, I'm going to actually get a bag of Dunkin' Donuts and make it here at the house. So I'm going to have a French press, a pot. I'm going to get a standard coffee pot. And again, now I'm going to go full on into this coffee review and tasting coffee as a part of the Coffee Cup Chronicles. All right. Okay, so this is what I want to get into. We're now shifting gears. I'm done with the coffee review for the day, but y'all see what it is. It's a cup and a half rating for this Dunkin' Donuts House Blend. I have to circle back again and say thank you so many times for the flowers that you all helped make happen for April. The birthday flowers were just simply amazing, right? The birthday flowers were ridiculous. And then the anniversary flowers were just spectacular as well. So, you all should know that you made that happen. April and I, right, we really, really appreciate you all so much. And it just, hey, Dewana, thanks for checking in. I didn't see last night's flowers. You know what? Let me do this real quick. For those that did not see the flowers, and I think we posted pictures of the birthday flowers, but you really don't have a full appreciation until you see the scale and scope of these flowers, because they're pretty spectacular. So let me take a sip of the coffee. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab them because they're just in the other room. Okay, so look, let's start with these. April loves hydrangeas. So I always just put together hydrangeas, but they're in a very spectacular vase that I have. So I keep vases around the house because I just like keeping fresh flowers in the house. It opens up the energy. And so you should do it for yourself, right? The hydrangeas cost about $6 or $7 from, you can get them from Home Depot. You can get them from Trader Joe's. You shouldn't have to pay like $10, $12 for hydrangeas. They come in bundles. I would get about 5 or 6 or even 7 bundles of hydrangeas and just put them in a dramatic vase that you can get from any store. And keep fresh flowers in the house. You'll spend about $25, right, a week just keeping fresh flowers in your house, and they just do something for the space. Okay, so those are the hydrangeas that I put together for April, and here's the flowers. I'm gonna get the flowers. Hold on, let me grab the other ones. Okay, so this is the anniversary arrangement that you all paid for, right? So can you see this, like, in terms of scale? Look, this is not a small arrangement. This is a pretty spectacular arrangement. And it's in a bowl. It's in a glass bowl. And so April absolutely, she loved these. So now, let me grab one more. Now, this to me is the piece de resistance, as they say. Can you see this? Can you see this? Look at the scope and scale of this arrangement. I have to sit it down because it's ridiculously heavy. Okay. Said be careful. I just came from the gym, so I'm good. It is heavy, but I did just come from the gym, so I'm in good shape. Now, the roses are just, and they smell amazing. And, again, April and I talked about this yesterday. I get them from this place here in Southern California called Mark's Garden. It's one of the premier flower shops in Southern California. And they're expensive. They're not inexpensive. They cost money. But you all made it happen. You all. So I have to give all of the credit and the appreciation, and I have to say thank you, because whether you specifically made a donation or not, you are part of this family, and the energy and the spirit of what we do is what created this. The energy and spirit of what we do as a collection of people. Vanessa, you know what it is. Vanessa will tell you. So the fact that, again, we continue to grow this After I Do family, the fact that you all care enough and are considerate enough to say, hey, we want to do something for April for her birthday, turns into something like this, which energizes April's spirit, right? It lifts her spirit and makes her a more whole human being. It makes her more ambitious. It opens her up. It makes her more appreciative. It makes her more loving. And, you know, you just can't, to me, you can't put a price on that. You can't put that into words. I struggle to find the words to try to have people understand. Like it to some people, it may seem like a small thing. They'll go, oh, it's just flowers. It's not just flowers. It's an appreciation that it starts to become the connective tissue, right, between the fabric of a quilt. That's you can't, you know, it just changes your spirit. And so it just energizes me and makes me that much more excited about turning this camera on to continue the conversation, to try to add value to your life and be a part of something that I know I can feel in my spirit is going to turn into something bigger. It's going to turn into a movement. So let me get a sip. The thing that I want to talk about this morning is I was going to talk about fitness, health, and wellness, and the fact that April purchased the gym membership for me to Equinox. Now y'all see me. I get up and go in the gym. I'm usually in LA Fitness. LA Fitness is cool. It's a gym. And I'm committed to working out because I just want to be in the best shape of my life. But there's also something like a part of this fitness thing where I know that when I come out of the gym, I'm always in better, not just physical shape, but my mental shape. I'm mentally sharper, you know, when I come out of the gym. My brain, right, along with your immune system being exercised, my brain is sharper. I'm clear about a whole lot of things. Yeah, it just, you know, and you need that. And so many people I find struggle with their weight. A lot of women struggle with their weight. As y'all can see, April is getting in much better shape just based on changing her eating habits. And she hasn't even had the opportunity to get back in the gym. But one thing she does is when she can, she does go and do a yoga class. And these are things that don't come easy to us. Now, I will say that because I'm self-employed, I make my own schedule. So I have the benefit of being able to go in the morning and go, look, I'm not going to start my day until I get out of the gym. I'm in the gym at least 5 days out of the week, right? Now, the thing that I struggle with, is sweets. Oh, I swear I never met a cupcake that I didn't want to get to know personally. Or a chocolate chip cookie with walnuts that I really my mouth wanted to make love to. I have to change that because it makes the work that I do in the gym for nothing, right? And so as I continue to age and as I get closer to 50 and I'm not 40 anymore and I'm not 35 anymore, the metabolism slows down. It becomes harder to get the weight off. And so I feel like, yeah, it's still worth it to go to the gym no matter what. but I could be in much better shape if I marry the right eating habits. And it's not, we can't call it a diet, because you keep referring to this thing as a diet. It just sounds like such a big hurdle to have to get over, right? It really is just changing your eating habits and cutting out, those complex carbs that don't break down. And so what I'm going to do, and why I keep deferring and referring to After I Do TV.com, the website and the newsletter, is because I'm going to build a relationship with people in the fitness space and start sharing information about food, about exercise, and all of these things that we all collectively struggle with. So that it's, to LaTanya, you couldn't have said it better. It has to be a lifestyle change. Carlisha, everybody's saying the same thing right now. It has to be a lifestyle change, right? When you are excited about getting up in the morning if you can get to the gym, or if you can't get to the gym, if you can just get up in your apartment, your house, or wherever you are, and just spend 15, 20 minutes doing jumping jacks and jump rope and some push-ups and some sit-ups. If you do that 3 to 5 days out of the week, you will see a change. You'll see a change just in how you think about yourself. Because even if we all have different body shapes, right? And as we age, our shape is going to change. But even for women who aren't a size 1 or size 2, you could be a size 10 or 12, 15, 20, and still feel good about yourself, and still feel sexy, and still feel good in your skin, right? Because you're in the best shape of your life. Hello? I'm going to say this again. You don't have to be a size 10, 15, a size 10 or a size 2, right? But if you're in the best shape of your life, you're going to feel better about yourself. And so I know that I've had conversations with a couple of women who are married, who are in relationships, and their body starts to change as they age. They've had children, and their husbands start to criticize them about their weight change. And so it starts to bother them psychologically and emotionally, and puts them in a space where now they feel uncomfortable with their body, first of all. And secondly, they start to question themselves. And one, it's not fair of any husband. And I play with April. You all have seen me play with April on camera about her being chubby, or me calling her chubs, or something like that. But April and I play like that, and it's fine. But I also realize that that's not a cool thing to do. What I should be doing is encouraging her to continue her journey towards, health and wellness and being in the best shape of her life. So that's what I'll do. Again, all of these things, I don't claim to be a perfect person. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get something. Y'all just saw me and April duke it out on camera. What was that, yesterday and the day before? Right. But one thing I know for sure is that, like, me and April are going to work through these challenges to figure out what we need to figure out and keep it moving. So, in a best case scenario, you want to be in a relationship, marriage, or whatever your situation is, where you and your significant other can talk about any and everything. There shouldn't be a subject that's off the table. And if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're being body shamed, or you feel like your body shame is one extreme, but the other thing is even just not being supported. Just not being supported is another version of. And the least the husband, boyfriend, or significant other should do is at least support you and encourage you. Let me get a sip of coffee. Dunkin' Donuts house blend. So So Adrian said, you can get discouraged when you have friends that are losing the weight and you're not. Yes, a lot of things can discourage you. But I always put up this thing where I say 2 words: push yourself. Push yourself. I put up another thing that said God is my personal trainer, right? You got to get so motivated and determined to change, to make change for yourself. And again, it's a whole lifestyle change, which really means it's a mentality issue, right? Or let me not label it an issue, but it's a mentality change. Like, we grew up on so much junk food, right? We grew up eating junk. We grew up eating what was fast. The lifestyle that we lead we are in this rat race, so to speak, and feels like we're always trying to catch up. Mindset. Yes. Thank you, Taisha. It's like, what is your mindset? What is your mentality? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about your health and well-being and fitness? And are you interested in being in the best shape of your life? Right? What are you reading? There's plenty of articles online. There's plenty of information online in the health and wellness space that speak to how you need to start eating. You hear what I'm saying? You have to want change for yourself. You have to want change for yourself. And again, it's natural for us to compare. That's a natural thing to do. You look at other people and go, oh, that's nice. She looks nice. I would like to be. But it's not, I would like to look like her. Just like I said, somebody else's success is not going to look the same on you. I can't take Steve Harvey's suit off of him right now and go stand in that suit and expect it to fit me the way it fits him. Success is a tailor-made thing. So success in the health and wellness space, in the physical fitness space, is going to be tailor-made based on your mentality. It's going to be based on your desire to want to look a certain way and to feel a certain way, which is more important than to look to me. Like, not just look a certain way, but to feel a certain way, right? You ever see the people that walk around that got so much damn confidence, and you ask yourself, what are they on? They're on life. They're on the best life. They're on the journey towards their best life possible, because they are aware that a part of physical fitness is mental fitness and spiritual fitness. And it all goes together. Because I can tell you this right now. I may not be in the best physical shape of my life, but I can tell you this. I'm in a space right now, mentally and psychologically, that you can't, it's just amazing. It's an amazing space to be in. And I give it to myself because I'm working on my mental conditioning. I'm working on this right here, the mental conditioning, that thing that it takes to push yourself past those little small challenges, past the shade that people will throw you, past the challenges that the universe is going to throw your way, past Mercury being in retrograde. You got to say, okay, what does it take, right? I got to cut out this. I got to cut out eating meat, or I got to cut out eating cakes. I got to cut out these sugars. I got to stop drinking 3 sodas a day, right? I got to cut out bread. There's so much, all of this stuff with preservatives, right? Preservatives, like they stop food from breaking down. The enzymes that are in your stomach, the bacteria that breaks food down to push the food out of your body. The preservatives slow that process down. So again, there's just so much information, so many different things we can learn. You know what roughage is? Salad, roughage. Right? Most people bring you the salad as the appetizer. Like, you know, you're supposed to eat your salad, the roughage, after your meal. supposed to eat the roughage because the roughage pushes, it's a cleaning. It's like the Brillo pad of food, and it goes through your intestine to push everything out, to clean it out. Vanessa, you know what I'm saying? The preservatives are the thing that kills, like, it's literally killing us slowly, right? The sugar, the white bread, and bread, period. Pasta, all of this stuff. You have to, I'm not a food expert. I'm going to tell you that right now. But what I am an expert of is I'm an expert of curiosity. I want to know more. And the more I learn, the more I'm going to share. And the more I share, the more I learn, the more excited I'm going to get about trying to make change, not just for me, but for us. And we have to start eating better. I was saying earlier that we grew up on fast food. I'm one of 17 kids, right? And so when you have that many kids, you have to do what's quick and what's easy. You just want to feed people and get them out. So you do whatever's quick, what's fast. Bread, sandwiches, hot dogs. Hot dogs. Oh my God. I don't even want to have that conversation. But it's a mentality issue. It's a mindset. You got to want the best for yourself. You got to be more interested in health and wellness. You got to be more interested in health and wellness. And not just for you, but for your kids. I have a friend of mine. His name is Paxton Baker. He used to run Centric Network. Incredible guy. But Paxton told me he's a vegan. And he told me that his mom. Now, Paxton is older than I am. But Paxton, I think, grew up in Compton and his family's from the islands. But his mom introduced him to a vegan-based diet. Or lifestyle, should I say, from when he was a baby. So he doesn't know eating meat and eating junk and all of that stuff. And if you see Paxton Baker, Google him. He's married to Rachel, who used to host Caribbean Soul on BET. Google him. Look at him. This dude is in incredible shape. And so I want to be the type of man that at 55, 60 years old looks young, healthy, and in good condition. Getting down the last sip, ladies and gentlemen. So, my voice cracked. His name is Paxton, Paxton Baker, Baker. I'll tell you another person that I look up to in the health and fitness space, Kevin Hart. I swear to you, I don't know anybody that goes harder in regard to health and wellness. Yes, Caribbean Rhythms. Thank you. Then Kevin Hart. You see Kevin on the cover of Fitness and Men. He's doing the work every day. Kevin Hart is doing the work every day. Yes, Forks Over Knives. What the Health. There's so many documentaries out there that will tell you the truth about food. Right? The reality is this whole paradigm of 3 meals a day is a hoax, right? Is a hoax by the government. They hooked up with the government, and the farming industry decided that the farming industry was losing money, and one of the ways that they could sell more food was to introduce this idea that you needed to have 3 meals a day. You don't. You just need to eat the right food when your body tells you you need to eat it. But do the research. If there are any trainers in the After I Do family, if there are any dietitians in the After I Do family, inbox me, please, because what I want to do is allow you to be a guest editor on our newsletter and share information. Even if you don't write the article, if you have access to information, inbox me the information and say, Royale, share this with the family. Right? Because what I want to do is be clear and make sure I'm passing on good information so that those that are interested can really start to make a lifestyle change that's going to have them in the best health of their life. Because I'll tell you this, I see a disproportionate amount of us at the end of our life, if we can get there, in a space where we can't afford the health care that we need. The medicine is, costing us an arm and a leg, and we end up in a hospital bed living in the living room of one of our family members. And that just can't be the best way for us to go out, right? We just can't be the type of people who end up in hospital beds in some family member's living room, or struggling in some care facility that, isn't really giving us care at all because they don't care. And we're either going to adjust our lifestyle and start eating right and working out and living our best life now. And by all means, if you do nothing else, please start to make a list of the things that are stressing you out and eliminate those things one by one, because that stress is killing us too. If it's people, if it's bills, if it's ideas, if it's thinking, whatever it is, if it's causing you stress, please find a way to eliminate it. That's why I say take those bills, the smallest ones, and work on paying them down, because when those notices come in the mail and you can't afford them, and you go, oh, the light's about to get turned off, the gas about to get turned off, and that weight on your shoulders and the stress on your life is going to kill you. I promise you, it's going to kill you. And so that's why I say, right, the real value of money is having it when you need it. Because if you had the money, you would pay that bill off so that it wouldn't be stressing you out anymore. Hello? So stop wasting your money on shit you don't need. Sit that money aside, pay off everything that's stressing you, and moving forward, only purchase the things that you absolutely need. Stop doing this stuff where we're already in debt and underwater and we can barely breathe financially. And then something comes along and we just got to have it because it makes us feel good in the moment. Oh, I got to have the iPhone 10 because everybody else got it and it make me feel good. Oh, I got to go get these Jordans because people going to see me in Jordans and they're going to think a certain way about me because I got on the Jordan 11s with these jeans that blah, 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 blah. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I got to go get this new car and they're charging me 38% financing on it because my credit is shitty. But guess what? Now people going to see me in this new car and I'm going to justify it because I got to get to work. Now you could take $1,500. I had a Saturn that I bought for $1,500. Was one of the best cars that I ever had. It was paid for and it got me from point A to point B, right? I have a 2005 Suburban right now with the engine light on, and I'm not going to go buy no new car. You know why? Because I can't justify it. I can't justify it. That truck out there runs. We got a Prius. April has a car too. We got 3 cars in this family. 2 of them are paid for. And I told April to pay for her car, but she didn't listen to me. But that's a whole nother story. She's doing it her way. But her car will be paid for in a second. We got 1 kid in private school. We got another kid in college. The second, Ross, will be going to college in a year and a half, 2 years. In a year and a half, right? So we got 2 college educations we got to pay for. What's more important? My kid's college education or being in something shiny and new so people can see me when I pull up, get out of it? You already know the answer to that. And then I have to finance this whole After I Do platform and build it out into what's going to become the Council on Family Fitness. See, that's where I'm going. I'm thinking I asked y'all to support us because I'm trying to build this whole larger thing, right? After I Do is going to flip. It's going to become the Council on Family Fitness. This is going to be a destination hub for you to get all of the information you need so that you can save money, so you can live your best life, so you can be in the best shape in your life physically and mentally, and so that you have access to all of the information you need. And it's all going to be right here, right? Because I see it. I see it, and I know we can build it. And it's not about me. It's not about April. It's about us. So, we always stumble upon something. I'm telling you, we always stumble upon something. And we're going to make change. We're going to make change. Look, Beverly McLaughlin said it right there. If I can't pay cash for it, look, if you can't pay cash for it, it really ain't worth having. And yes, there is a value to credit, but there's also a dark side of credit. And if you don't know how money works, you better be careful, because you can lose a lot of it real fast. And you're looking at a shining example of somebody that lost a lot of money real fast. You know, and if you want to talk about being sick to death, go through what I went through in terms of losing money. And for those that have been following me in April, you've heard the story before, so I don't need to go into it again here. But again, I've lost enough money to know what I told y'all, which is the real value of money is having it when you need it. Penny saved is a penny earned. Don't leave none on the ground. A penny saved is a penny earned. Don't leave none on the ground. I recycle cans and bottles. All right. So yeah, you see me on TV, you see me in film, you see me out doing stand-up. I still will recycle cans and bottles. And I'm going to use that money to feed people on the street. So you don't have to see it. You may not see me do it, but that's what's happening. All right. The money I'm literally trying to position myself to get a pickup truck so I can build a relationship with some of these nightclubs so that I can go get their cans and bottles on the weekend, all right, and use that money to make sandwiches and fruit and bottled water, because there's so many people now with this shitty ass government that we have, with these greedy ass corrupt politicians that we have that are displacing people and putting them on the street, and they don't have food. We're wasting food, and people need food to eat. So what is it going to cost me to go out and purchase some bread, some peanut butter, some jelly, some meat, some cheese, a banana, some apples, and go out and help some people eat? And take Royce and Ross. Yes, Vanessa, the kids will be involved too. Get them involved so they see what it is, what it means to make change, to know that we all can be a part of making change. We all can make we can make a very strong investment and be a part of the change. Like, stop ignoring what you see right in front of your face that needs to be fixed. There's nothing. You ever see a piece of paper, and we went through this before with that damn plastic bottle, right? It's just sitting there. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to pick it up. It's the same way in life. Everybody sees these small things that we can change. These people out on the street have mental issues. Can you imagine having to listen? I promise y'all, this is on everything. If you have a roof over your head and you have a warm bed to sleep in at night, you are doing better than 75% of the people in this country. Now, don't be fooled by the 0.001% of the people they keep putting on your timeline, they keep flashing on your screen. Don't be fooled by that. All that shiny shit and liquor bottles and gold jewelry and Cardi B and Migos and Drake and, all of these multi-millionaires. That is 0.0001% of the wealth that's in this country. Don't be fooled by that. Don't be overwhelmed by that. And don't let that distract you away from how well you're doing. Because you're doing better than you know you are. You're not aware of what you have the possibility to do right now with the resources you have. You're so focused on what you don't have that you're not aware of, in touch with what you have right now. I promise you. Even with like a small thing, like we said, look, cut out the cable stuff. Cut it out. You're paying $200-$300 a month. When if you just go get an antenna for $10 and make a few changes, you can cut that bill down to $50 or $60. So now you got $200 in your pocket. 200 times 12 is $2,400 for the year. 12 months, you just saved $2,400. That's cash money in your pocket, right? Now you would have been sending it off in the form of a monthly payment and it's probably an electronic transaction, so you don't feel the paper money in your hand. But it's still $2,400 that if you pulled it and set it on in an envelope like April likes to do, and at the end of those 12 months, you would have $2,400 that you can now go and say, I'm going to go buy me a hoopty, right? You can get a good used car for $2,400. And now you're not at the bus stop and putting yourself at risk. Or you can come and go and be more efficient in your travel. Or you could take $2,400 and invest in yourself and whatever that business idea that you have is. Your second hustle, right? Because it all comes back to the fact that we should all be moving towards our purpose and our passion and the thing that we get excited about when we wake up in the morning that we really want to do. I don't care if it's a candle company. I don't care if it's a soap company. I don't care if it's making beer. I don't care what it is. As long as it's not hurting kids or old people. Honestly, like weed is legalized. We used to be ostracized for selling weed, which they call drugs in the community. But even that's a business now. It's a real business. You can open up a legal weed store and sell that. Use it towards something that adds value. April and I are getting ready to go through this house. She has 2 bags up there already that's going to Buffalo Exchange. We're getting rid of all of the clothes that we don't wear. Sell them. Sell them. They have value. Everything. Have a yard sale. Empty out that on storage unit you got. Please empty out that storage unit. Because you're paying $200 or $150 a month for that. And it's just garbage sitting there. You don't need none of that stuff. You haven't used it in 5 years. You haven't used it in 7 years. It's old furniture. It's books. It's clothes. It's a safe that has nothing in it. All of this is money, right? You sitting there that you can use. Matter of fact, the $2,400 that you saved from the cable thing that you just adjusted, you should be using that to pay off every bill that shows up with a pink slip in it that's annoying the shit out of you, that has people calling your house, your regular ass phone, and driving you nuts. That's what that first $2,400 should be used for. Now, when you go empty out that storage unit and you save that other $200 a month, that 12 months is turning into $2,400, then you got $4,800. That's damn near $5,000. That's $5,000 that you can use to pay off the gas bill. You can get the engine in your car fixed. So now your car's running more efficiently. What else you need to pay for? I just gave you $5,000. Right? I just gave you $5,000. Is the house stressing you out? You can't afford the house? Get out of it. Stop thinking that you need to be in a house. Stop thinking, if that house is killing you and you can't afford it, get out of it. Go get a container home. Go get a piece of dirt, find a piece of dirt for $20,000 and go get a container home. They cost $4,000. Get some plans and put together a container home. Me and April going to do it. Get the stuff you can afford, not the stuff you always want. You got to have some reasoning and understanding about what you can afford so you're comfortable. I would much rather you, and then I'm going to go, I got last sip, but then got cold sitting here. Based on what I've learned, I would much rather be in a $20,000 hut that's paid for than a $5 million mansion that I can barely afford. You know why? Because every day I wake up in that hut, I'm going to wake up happy. Every day I wake up in that mansion, I'm going to wake up stressed. Every day I wake up in that hut, I ain't got a care in the world to worry about. That hut is paid for. I can figure out how to manage it as long as I got some food. Because now I'm not eating garbage. I'm eating fruit. I'm drinking water. That mansion, that $5 million mansion, I now have to stress out about what the furniture is and trying to make sure it has how I'm going to heat it, how I'm going to cool it, and how I'm gonna care for the lawn. And now I'm inviting extra stress and extra bills to weigh me down. So now it ain't about the $5 million. It's about this other $100,000 a month I got to put out to try to maintain it. So, it's been a great conversation. I really appreciate y'all. As I continue to build out the Coffee Cup Chronicles, as April and I continue to build out this After I Do platform, I only ask that you guys just share it as much as possible. Share as much of our information as possible. Tell your friends what we're building. Invite them to be a part of the conversation. Because we're going to make a difference. We got to be difference makers, right? We only have an infinite amount of time on this planet, and we have to be here to be a part of the necessary change to combat this bullshit that's out here. We have to be a part of the necessary change to have to kind of level out the bullshit that's killing this planet and killing our way of life. And we all deserve better. We all deserve better. Let me tell you something. If nobody else tells you this, you have to tell yourself, and I'm going to tell you, you deserve the best experience you can have right now while you're on this earth. But you got to fight for it. You have to be your own best advocate. You know, it's like having a special needs child. Like, as a parent, you have to be the best advocate that you could be because you want the best for your child. Well, in this lifetime, you know, in this space, we only have so much time. You have to be the best advocate for yourself. It's like women who are battered, who stay in these relationships, who don't know how to be their own advocate in these relationships, and so they're stuck. No, like right now, right? And there's never too late to start to make changes or want to say, oh, I'm going to move differently. Right now is the time to wake up and go, okay, even if it's a small change, even a small change makes a difference. Be more efficient with your time. They say stop wasting time. You can't get it back. And we don't know when it's going to be over with. We don't know when it's going to be done. Like, take it, inhale, exhale. It's a big thing with me. Before we go, we're going to do it. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. Right? But I just want you to be aware of time. And it's now. The time is now for you to be the advocate that you need so you have your best life moving forward. Last sip, ladies and gentlemen. Then I got to go. I got work to do. Make a checklist. Y'all see when April came home yesterday and she found out that I planted the trees? I had to put it on my list. I go, Royale, plant the damn trees. What is wrong with you? It's a small thing. Yes, it's going to take you 15 minutes a tree. But that's a half hour of your life that you're committing to doing something that's going to make April happy. All right. About my mom and dad. I know I did not forget. Again, my mom made my dad's coffee because it made him feel excited about going out there to fight for us. And he did. And so I honor him by these Coffee Cup Chronicle conversations because I want to help be a part of the change or the motivation that helps you go out there and fight for what you believe in. See how I pulled it back around? Y'all thought I forgot. I did not. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm trying to get better with my health and wellness and drinking water and eating better. So I'm very clear. I'm focused. It's all about, yes, making a difference. I want to be a difference maker. I'm going to keep saying it. Hashtag difference maker. Hashtag difference maker. If you do nothing else, be the greatest version of you that you can be. Be your best you. You can't be anybody else. Be your best you. But start today. All right? One time, maybe two times. Together. Let's do it. Inhale all the way in. When you inhale, inhale life. When you inhale, inhale life itself. Feel the oxygen, the breath. Know that energy, that air is life itself. And when you exhale, let go of all of the stress, let go of all of the worry, let go of everything that's not adding value to your life. Here we go. I'm going right now. Life. bills, stress, worry. All of that's gone. One more time, deep. I'm telling you, take it all the way in. All the way. I'm telling you. And slowly, you just let it all go. All right. It's been an incredible time spent with you all. It was good. Only a cup and a half good. I love each and every one of y'all. If you have not done so, please sign up for the email list, afteridotv.com. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look like you're doing something. Yes, Joe Leonard, namaste always. And y'all know I'll be right back. If you have a relationship question or have any information that I missed, if you need to connect with me, you can always inbox or DM me here on the After I Do platform, and I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. If you ordered a sweatshirt, as soon as I get off this, I will be confirming that the hoodies, should I say, are at the printer being printed, and I'm fighting to get them out this week. Please be patient with me, but that's happening. And I will be introducing at least 3 new t-shirts within the next week or so, because starting May 1st, I want to get this campaign going to build out the studio. So again, thank y'all for your time. God bless you. I look forward to connecting with y'all. Live your best life right now, and go out and do great things. All right. And make sure you tell somebody you love them. All right. I'm out.